YouTube stream with beautiful black people. Y'all ain't seen this much beautiful hotness in black folks since they started the Rainbow Coalition. I've got Monique Nicole. I got Jay Moore. And shortly I'll be having a homegirl, Lucella, who hang with everybody. And we here to talk P Valley. How did you two like it?
You got to put yours on mute.
Yeah, somebody turned down their
Put your YouTube on mute.
Yeah. Okay, there you go. She got it. So how are y'all feeling about this first episode? And I'll start with you, Jay.
Oh yeah, I mean it was pretty good. I like how they was trying to make the corona situation blend in with the show. That was pretty good. They was trying to be innovative and had a drive through stripper car wash. Although Uncle Clifford popping up in there about to scare customers away, he down to hit the boy. He like, oh snap, don't go nowhere.
You talking about this right here?
Oh yeah, to the no. My car clean, bro.
Jay, let me see what Monique Nicole got to say. Monique, jump on in this conversation.
My dude looked like he enjoyed doing it in the car. Emmett's father a little more than in real life. I mean, he got his car messy. He got the exterior clean, but the interior, he need to get that cleaned up. Oh no.
Oh, now you have a screenshot.
He literally shot the club up and the car drive by. He don't pull it drive-bys.
Ladies and gentlemen, they didn't call it Pussy Land for nothing.
It landed on the dash.
Yes, it landed on the and J-Mo, I've heard some women, in particular Mercedes, talk about how when they pleasure themselves, okay, they are able to get to the spot quicker with more authenticity than when somebody else is helping them. And apparently that's the same thing that happened to Emmett, Daddy. Woo. He was in a tennis match with one person, and that tennis match was like, you can't have no kids if you do it on the dashboard. Right. So boom, that's what you get.
Going for that tennis match with love.
Delete that damn picture. I cannot keep looking at that damn photo. Oh my God!
Talk to us, Monique. How'd you like this episode?
Woo, Lord, they had Darnell from The Chi. I don't know if who watches The Chi noticed him.
That's Emmett Daddy.
Yeah. He seemed like he got like not. I don't want to say a deadbeat baby daddy, but why in both shows he had a whole bunch of kids? Like in both shows, like they just trying to continue the narrative. I guess.
You don't know why? Anytime you got a man that can do this to his dashboard, I can't even see the GPS. The GPS on his monitor is gone. I can't. It's like a weather front. Man, a man that could do that. That's why he got so many kids. He's Nick Cannon on TV shows.
Nick Cannon. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
That's a good way to put it. He's the Nick Cannon on TV shows. Yep, I agree.
Mm-hmm. He got a cannon up in there, sticky cannon. All he just bust up in there.
Y'all gonna have to act right. Y'all gonna have to act right on this.
Trying to get that sick cannon up out them fans over there, Lord. Cliffy Pool gave him some wet wipes.
And some wings. Right. Wet wipes and wings.
And some weed wings.
Right.
The 3 W.
Right. Weed, wings, and wipe it up.
I think the car wash idea was brilliant.
I
mean, this was COVID, and people had to get damn creative. The strippers, they still need their money. So that was very creative. Like, kudos, bravo. I thought that was an excellent idea. Excellent.
Definitely. Gotta adapt. They wasn't about to be working on computers all of a sudden. So
right. And look, I enjoy the creativity.
Was smart too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He was saying Mississippi was very creative and smart. She was getting over 400,000 views a day in her room, and that only fan page. Imagine she just getting 10% of 400,000 views a day. Imagine she just getting
more money actually.
Yeah.
Y'all know in real life strippers were really doing that. Now I don't know how successful they were, but they was really going on IG Live and doing stuff like that, and I'm sure OnlyFans as well.
Yeah, because they're very successful.
Yeah, and we got one of these car washes in Greensboro, North Carolina. I'm not saying I ever take my car there because you can't wash my car with titties. I have a Tesla that's wrapped, and you can't put that on the car. So I couldn't take my car in there, and I wouldn't if I could anyway. But they were still open. They were still open. No, sir. I can't risk melted silicone on my Tesla wrap. I can't risk that. And they were serving wings and food. So when I saw this on P-Valley, I was like, wow, somebody really did their homework and they made this thing work. And so having said that, let me shout out my sponsor. Ladies and gentlemen, Robinhood is sponsoring this video. And some of you all know that I do still do one-on-one, helping people understand how to make money in the stock market. As a matter of fact, this was my trade today. I made $4,000 today trading this stock called Millie. And for those that didn't know, Amazon split. And this is the greatest time in history for you to get this stock, because what happens on these major tech stock splits, they tend to go up 25% by the next year. And every one of y'all that has rocked with me since I told y'all about stocks and trained some of you guys know that everyone I mentioned to you guys that split has gone back up. So if you're not on Robinhood, get the app. And if you want to get one-on-one with me, especially if you live in my community, I will drive to you since I ain't paying for gas. Or you can hit me up in the link in the description, and we can do the Zoom live, whatever you want to do. Ladies and gentlemen, she's here. It's chocolate on chocolate with a little vanilla swirl in the middle. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the homegirl Moochella.
When I make it up, stop it. What's up, y'all?
Oh my God.
Moochie. Now we put you on the spot last week, Moochie. Are you back in a secure location this week?
Yeah, I'm in a secure location. You won't be here shouting at the playoffs and all of that.
Yeah, Monique, you missed it last week, Monique. Me and J Mo were trying to figure out where she was at.
No,
I know where she was at.
I was watching. I was like, "What's going on in the background? This ain't usually what Moochie."
I know it's usually be quiet, right?
We didn't know if you was at the Pank doing some research, checking out what they did up in there, taking notes. I know you good at taking notes, getting it down pack. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Moochie was in there taking notes, trying to understand how to do the car wash, how you collect the money, when exactly to drop in Uncle Clifford to keep you from backing the hell up out the car wash. Moochie was in there taking them notes.
Now I was in the kitchen making the wheat wings.
You about to be the next co-owner up in this piece. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Ain't nothing wrong with
Clifford,
that.
He's steadily messing up.
Let's get into it, man. We got to talk about this episode. There was a lot going on, a whole lot of things that picked up from last season that we have questions about, and we're going to discuss a few of those. But let me give you guys an opening clip, man. Wow. Let me see. Which one do I want to give y'all? I want to antagonize J-Mo a little bit. So let me give you this one first.
I already know what's coming.
Don't run from it. I'm gonna need you to come deep inside. But don't hit them walls now. Ooh, at least not yet. Keep your hands on the wheel. Cause Uncle Clifford's girl's finna take you down to the valley, child.
Jay,
I didn't even remember him saying don't hit the walls just yet.
Oh, no. You gotta admit, Uncle Cliff adds so much entertainment value to this show. Definitely. My favorite character is Uncle Cliff. I love Nico Anon. He might be coming doing the interview with us, but he is playing the hell out of Uncle Clifford. Well, and we know that. Go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead. I was just gonna say, Rule 44.5. Make sure you come through the Pank, and make sure you ready. Don't hit them walls.
Boy, look.
Just not yet.
Look, and did y'all pick up on the metaphor? Because somebody hit me up like, Lamont, what is he talking about? Don't hit the walls. He's literally talking about not hitting the walls in the drive-thru. Somebody's like, for real. I can't make this stuff up, y'all. I'm trying to help y'all out.
I think it was a double entendre, though.
Yeah,
that's why it was. For sure. For sure, it was a double entendre. Now, Monique, we'll come to you first. When you saw Emmett Daddy, and he had a choice to make. He had a choice to make. Was he going to go to this church that damned this bitch to hell, or was he going to go to the car wash that says hot wings and titties? What did you think he was going to do, Monique?
I would have went to see some titties too. I mean, this was the panorama, when it just was depressed. We was in the house, so I mean, I was getting my church service on the internet, so
Okay.
If it was me, I would have saw some titties too. But so I wasn't surprised. I wasn't surprised by his
like the way you think.
I mean, this is Darnell from The Chi, deadbeat baby daddy, so it ain't like it wasn't that tough of a decision.
Moochie, are we sure he's a deadbeat up here, Moochie?
He's
not
a deadbeat on this one because they was giving him a party.
That's true.
It was like, happy birthday, Daddy. He just had a whole tribe of them. And he was at the crossroads where it was like, is it going to be saints or sinners?
Moochie, you know why he got so many kids like Nick Cannon? You want to know why? Let me show you why. Look at this dashboard, bro.
I'm so sick of that picture. Oh my God, please.
He got a stick cannon, a sticky cannon.
What's it off on the dashboard?
Shotgun. Really?
But let's talk about this J-Mo. The reason that boy bust off on that dashboard when he saw this beautiful chocolate right here. Now shout out to P Valley. You did such a wonderful job of finding just some of the most beautiful people on the planet Earth and some of the most beautiful chocolate women on the planet Earth. And when he saw all this chocolate, that boy lost it. I mean, the chocolate was spinning, Jay, with firecrackers on the end of her heels. Jay, how can a man resist? Jump on in there.
That girl got talent, boy. And definitely is an asset to the paint. You know what I'm saying? It was like the 4th of July up in there, boy. It was a celebration. I'd be like, what? That was Thick Jane. I'm Thick Jane, bitch. Like, she was killing it up in there. She had the damn sparklers spinning. I mean, no wonder her shoulder was hurting. I mean, she been putting in that work, boy.
Bruh. Like she had arthritis or something. I mean, Emmett Daddy go from one party to another party that's got fireworks. Bruh, how you get so lucky?
Party in his pants.
Right, but he sure did.
Like all good parties, it spill out.
J-Mo want to see it again, so I'm gonna give it to y'all. Boom, there you go. last time of the night.
You need to throw that mask out that's on the visor because he probably hit that.
Good point, Moochie. Good point, Moochie.
Trying to put in his address, get his finger stuck like.
Good point, Moochie. Can you get Corona from that white cream, Moochie? Can you get Corona like that?
I don't know, and I don't want to know.
That part, I don't want to know. I'm good.
So now I'm gonna swing your way this time, Moochie. You first on deck. So when they give us the intro and the opening, we learned that they got creative and they said, we still gonna make this money with this car wash. We're gonna call it Pussyland South. The best place to come get your car washed and all below the Mason-Dixon line. But one person thinks that their value is greater than the other one. And I am talking about Mercedes, and she wants to get paid more. Moochie, how do you feel about that? Should she be getting paid more or should they be spreading the wealth around to everybody?
I mean, right now, everybody's going through hard times.
True.
I do agree that Big L shouldn't have got a part of the cut because he got it. He got some of that money too, which I don't think so. I think that should have been a side deal with his wings. What he make off his wings is and leave it at that. Okay. But he shouldn't have been able to get into the pot. You know, the honey pot.
Not the honey
they
pot.
All showing they honey pot.
Them honey dip.
And letting it jiggle.
Oh Lord, Moochie, don't be saying that about the cook, Moochie. We don't want to hear that the cook doing that in there, letting things jingle in the pot.
He doesn't deserve it because he's not stripping.
I agree.
He was just cooking some weed wings.
I agree.
Jump in there, Monique. Because you know me.
I agree. Now I feel like, okay, if they want to split it amongst the strippers, fine. But Big L, what did Mercedes say? He ain't got no pussy. So I don't know why the hell he's getting a cut. I agree with Moochie. Like, get your cut from the wings and what other thing you do, security, what have you. But I feel like the strippers, the money should be divvied up between them.
I don't know.
Jay, let's talk about why Big L getting the cut. Let's keep this thing 100.
Right.
The real reason why Big L getting the cut is because he helped Autumn bury the body. Jump on in there, Jay.
He helped bury the body. You know what I'm saying? He know too much. He helping to repair the inside of the club.
Right.
And
when people come in there and hit them walls,
Clifford would say, you're gonna have to clean them walls. He didn't help put the new lights in there. Plus, you talk about security. Nobody care about security when things going wrong, when things going right, but when it's going wrong, they're gonna be appreciating Big L right there, ready to jump in with that security. So and then how much money is he making on the wings? Because the wings are free. If they have free wings and titties,
that's why I said maybe he should have just sold the wings.
But is he not getting paid for his security services? That's the first question. Is it only Brian?
I guess that's why he wanted part of the cut. But I was just going with what Mercedes said.
Yeah, but that's what I was gonna say originally until that question came. So Mercedes, this is the perfect analogy. Just like in sports, basketball, whatever. She's the star on the team, but you have a salary cap. You can't win the game by yourself. You got to have coaches. You got to have other players to support you. She want to do it by herself, but her shoulder hurt and she want to play through injuries. Pretty soon you ain't going to be able to. Then what? The team supposed to forfeit games? That's why they need to have more players on the team. You got to save the star for the playoffs. So don't work so hard right now. We going to have you come out and you going to be the main attraction. You the star. You know what I'm saying? But we still got to pay these other players and play them so that makes that other people appreciate you more. So a lot of times the star don't see it that way because they the star and they don't see the big picture because the team owner's job is to see the big picture, which is now where Haley and, Cliffy Pooh is. So their job is to look at the whole thing, whereas her job is to watch her own pockets. But she not realizing if the team is better, then you're going to win and you're going to do better. You won't be hurt. You'll have more customers. So maybe you don't make, let's say, for just easy money, $100 a night or $100 off of a person, rather, I should say. You may make 70. But if they got more customers, then you got 70 times 10 or 20, for example, instead of 70 times 5. 100 times 5. So what if you made 500 a night doing it all by yourself? But if you had help and we brought in more people, you could make 1,000.
Shout out to Kendall coming through with big love. This is my first super chat in a month, and I'm very grateful. By the way, y'all can super chat if you want to. I still take those. My baby's still growing and still could use some diapers and things like that. So whenever you want to, super chat. She says, "What's up, Lamont, Monique, Jay, and Moochie? Ow." Just showing some support. Hadn't been through in a while. And she put them hammers up. We are grateful you're here and we are grateful to your support. I'm gonna stick with the theme of J Mo, and then I'm gonna come to you, Monique, and then Moochie. So you talk about Autumn being an owner. She owns 80%, Cliff owns 20%. And she's frustrated because she done basically gave them $250K. That's $250,000. And Big L tells them they only got $25,000 left. And she let Cliff manage all the money, and then they can't get a PPP loan, which, by the way, I'm with Cliff on this one. Damn it, a strip club and strippers is essential workers because, like he said, it's folks running around here who balls so blue they damn black. So I'm with Uncle Clifford on that. They is essential workers. Good and damn well politicians be having their little cabal where they go see their little folks on the side while their wives is home. So don't even act like they not essential, but they couldn't say that. So Jay, doesn't Autumn have a point to be upset with Cliff and the way he distributed her funds? Because she wound up being the PPP that saved the pink.
Hey, definitely, man. $250,000, and now we broke and back to where we started, damn near. And you messing up the money again. But that's on her for not keeping an eye on him more. But you know, what she should have did is reverse it. She watched the money, since it's now she got 80% and it's all her money. Let him run the club. He want to be the face, go be the face.
That's true.
You know, why you do that and let him mess up your money? And then he saying all this other stuff, you know, but now the money gone. So you could argue all you want. What's that gonna do? You know. So
jump in there, Monique. What you think? By the way, subscribe, everybody. Everybody's links in video description. Give us a like. We've got 145 people on a Monday night. God bless y'all. And go ahead and like us and bless us in that manner too. Jump in there, Monique.
I agree with Jay. I mean, listen, I feel like we already learned from last season, Clifford isn't the best with money management.
Nope.
So nope. I feel like it was a huge mistake with Haley / Autumn giving him all the money. I feel like she should have given a certain amount and then, you know, kept a certain amount somewhere else. And, you know, I mean, he got a damn Birkin bag and shit. I mean, I don't.
Yeah, that's out of pocket.
No, wait a minute, Monique. What, Monique? Come on, man. This is Uncle Cliff.
A Birkin? God damn, you couldn't get a damn at least fours at least.
So if y'all don't know about these bags, y'all,
maybe a Gucci wallet. You couldn't get
these be the bags y'all see in what dealers that be like $250 for the small one, and they can run up to $2,000 now. So and Uncle Cliff is running around there with one as big as his head.
Did you say 2,000?
They can go up to two.
No.
It was more than that, but
they more than that.
20.
They can go up to 20.
They can go up to 20.
Oh yeah, he needed to get popped by her right there. $20,000 bag.
I'm not saying he had a $20,000, but I'm telling you they can go up that high.
I heard they was really expensive.
Whoa,
really, and they like rare, one of a kind or something like that. Each one, or they limited or something.
Certain editions. I feel like most of them that the celebrities have be 10,000 minimum. 10,000
wow.
minimum.
Moochie, how you
the
feel
little
about
bag that Cardi B daughter have is the price that Lamont was saying.
Exactly.
Wow.
Okay.
That little
right. That's why I said the little one. That's why I said the little one. Yeah, little one. Yeah. Jump in there, Moochie.
Man.
Uncle Clifford is bad with money. She messed up. This is an L that she gotta handle. She's really got to be careful with all of this because now they got to make this money back, and it's not going to be easy because times is hard with everybody right now.
Right, you're gonna have to call her Big L.
Mm-hmm. Well, Moochie, I'm gonna start back with you. That times ain't hard for one person by the end of this episode, but before we got to the times where it's not hard for him, we get a chance to see Andre's wife, and Lord have mercy, Jay, did you see that shower scene? This is a hard-working sister who is a nurse. She's taking care of COVID, and she's isolating herself from her husband. And this was a real depiction for people who had to live with folks who work in the hospital. My wife's a doctor, and there was times we had to isolate from her. And she was doing the same thing, and my man couldn't even bring her no damn decent juice for her to drink, almond milk, because he's up there depressed. He done lost his job, and he in there playing NBA 2K all day.
Man.
But Moochie, he gets the call that we learned that the mayor Ruffin has died, and this was his mentor. And he tells wife, "Look, boo, I got to go up there." And you know she's still thinking about what he was doing and situations he was in with Autumn Night. Moochie, take the floor with Dre and his wife.
She had the scar of the mask from being around her face. And he sat there. He probably didn't even wash his booty playing that video game all day.
Wait a minute, Moochie. Wait, Moochie. Wait, Moochie. You sound like you know a gamer. You wouldn't be talking about my homeboy, your son, because I used to be a gamer too. See, I'm gonna call you out, Mooch. I know what you're talking about. Look, you're sitting in his gamer chair right now as we speak.
So what? Wash his booty, and he up there playing that game. Couldn't bring her down no almond milk, so she wouldn't come upstairs and contaminate him. And then he not even picking up his phone.
Oh my Lord, have mercy, Lord.
Yeah, he got some damn nerve. He got some damn nerve.
As soon as he said Haley, he jumped up like a dog.
Right. Right. That was the real key that I'm surprised wife didn't pick up on, because he snatched the phone out of her hand. Like,
well, she didn't pick up on it because it was a condolence thing. It wasn't like, "Hey, boo, how you doing in this quarantine?" It wasn't like one of those type of texts. It was like, "You have my condolence. I'm sorry for your loss."
Shit, I'm surprised she ain't like, "What you snatching for a condolence, huh?"
Bruh. Monique, jump on in there. How'd you feel? How would you have handled this if your sweetie pie? She wait. Jay, when they wave hands like that and they nails look like hers, you about to be in for a treat. Go ahead, Monique. Go ahead.
So there's 2 points I want to make. I want to let me do point number 1 before we get to Andre and his stink ass. So first,
so bad you can smell it through the camera.
Right. Smell-o-vision.
I know we were all thinking it, but anyway.
Right.
So I just want to commend the show, because I think they did an excellent job at depicting the reality of COVID and how it affected people. I said this on my video. I have a lot of friends that are nurses that work in healthcare, and they were telling me the stories. I mean, when she said today was a good day because only 7 people died versus 12, I've heard those stories firsthand. It's sad. Like, just that time was just a difficult time. I had a relative that passed away. I couldn't even go to the funeral. Like, it took me back to that time. And I think the show did a really good job this episode of just depicting, the various struggles that people faced, with COVID, and seeing Andre's wife, that just brought me back to that point. So that was beautifully done. Now, on to Andre's ass. Now, look, I understand he got laid off or fired. I think it was more so fired, but he's saying laid off, child. But he got let go from Promised Land. And I get it. He's, in COVID, being a bum on the video game. I get it. I had my little lazy phase too during COVID. I get it. But, brother, your wife is literally saving lives every damn day, and you can't do basic shit that she's asking of you. Like, she looks so worn down and broken. I just don't understand how I wanted to jump through the screen and slap his ass. Now, secondly, I need the wife to also smarten up, because that whole Haley situation, now I know that she doesn't know what we as the viewers know, but I don't know. It's just, I don't know. But like Moochie said, it was a condolences message, so it probably wasn't, that suspect or whatever. But Andre, I don't know, child. I don't know. I don't know.
J-Mo, it ends on you, and I'm gonna tell you what would get this man motivated. See, here's the problem. See,
Haley.
Here, let me tell you the problem. Here's the problem. See, Jay, well, I give it to you. I gotta help the fellas out, right? He ain't allowed to go down there and fraternize with the woman we seen taking this shower, because she isolating from him from his own good. She trying to prevent him from getting COVID. But I'm here to tell you, women, when a man wants some draws, we'll risk our life. We'll drive from here to Texas and North Carolina to get them draws. She give him some draws and give him a pep talk. He would have had 10 cups of almond milk. He would have had that refrigerator stacked, and he wouldn't be playing no video game when she got home. You see what happened the minute Haley called, and it won't even about no draw. Haley called, and just the mere inkling of her voice, my condolences, his ass jump up quick. He got to go. The floor is yours, J-Mo.
So we're going to blame the woman? We're going to blame the woman. We're going to put this on her?
I didn't blame the woman. I said draws. That's what I said.
Fatty draws.
You're trying to say because she wasn't giving up no kitty cat. that some, and we don't even know if she wasn't.
I said draws.
Trying to.
I said draws. I said draws.
Well,
I didn't say. I didn't say where they come from. I just said draws.
He
Helen didn't call him. She just texted him. He called the aunt.
Right.
Hey,
go ahead, Jay.
Andre should have went on down there anyway, like you said, and been like, "Hey, look here, baby, to death do us part."
Golly.
This is what I call ride or die. Ride it till we die, baby. Come on, let's get it in, boy. Straight up. Let me see your smell-o-vision.
I'm done.
Oh God, Lord have mercy.
No, but yeah, man, he definitely sitting there disinterested and disconnected, and that ain't a good thing. You know, he should have been checking on her and seeing what's up. I kind of know how it is when you got to ask somebody, call somebody to help you and stuff. It does get very frustrating, especially when that person just sitting there doing really nothing and you asking them for help, and then they make it seem like, well, you tripping.
Right.
Like, damn, you tripping. I thought we in this together. If I'm doing all this to make sure the bills is paid and hold it down, or I got your back, you should have my back too. Instead of every time I say something, it's a problem, or it's, you don't want to do it, or you act like it's a problem because you're doing it. So he definitely should have been more energetic and attentive to his wife. You know, she is out there holding down the family, working. He ain't working. And doing nothing. Yeah, and she doing a job that's, honorable and being a frontline worker during COVID.
And at the very least, Jay, if he knows she getting off work this time of the day,
he should have had stuff ready for her.
Yes, you can't be playing the video game when you know she about to come home.
Right.
I mean, like
ready for her favorite snacks, ready.
Right.
That's how you take care of somebody that you care about. When you know what that person need, and they still got to ask you day in and day out, you're not really taking care of them. You really don't really love that person if you're not going and doing stuff without them asking. And
see, he also showed what I always tell people: if somebody really want to do something, they're gonna do it. He didn't do for his wife, but the minute he got a hot damn text from Haley, y'all seen how quick that ass got up?
That move, he was moving like he was on the court.
Booty and everything, and took off.
Washed up twice.
Right.
Just to be show.
Right. Let us move along before we get Nicole in trouble.
He didn't tell me we gonna go downstairs.
Right. He got a fresh bottle of Irish Spring up in this piece.
Right. You know it. He didn't even go take the shower. He took a damn sink bath and jumped in the car and left.
Right.
He took a whole bath.
Yeah, he took one of them bird baths and said, "The fuck this, I'm going
got in the
down
car
there.
like that astronaut, ready to roll."
Right. So I'm gonna come your way on this one, Monique. Here's the question we all want to know. So we get us citing a Lil Murda doing his little beats or whatnot, and he's still in love with the Unc. Okay, and the Unc's still in love with him. The Unc's still in love. Stop it, Jay. Stop it. Still in love with him too, Monique. But this is what we want to know about Lil Murda. Is he gonna die? Because he goes outside, they bumping his music, but someone he had an altercation with pulled his head up, looking like Cameron and the crew, wanting to know, bruh, I ain't forgot about you. Is he gonna survive, Monique?
So I already had this as a prediction based on the episode. Just collectively, I hope I'm wrong, but I do feel like something might happen to him, and I'm really, if they do it, I'm gonna be really sad.
You're gonna be sad?
I like Lil Murda. I like him, and sorry, I'm trying to get my thoughts together.
Take your time.
So not only just because of that threat, right? That guy that's pulling up and we see him, but I also feel like there was kind of given some foreshadow, not only with him, but throughout the whole episode. What was he saying? I just want to get out. I want to do better. I want to live I feel like we keep saying it, every time in our hood classic movies, the person who's trying to make a way, change their life, do something new, something always unfortunately happens to them, more times than not. So I feel like it may happen. I hope it doesn't, but I feel like it. Now, for clarification, the guy in the back seat, do we know who he is or not yet? Like, he's a new menacing character, or is he someone from the past that we've seen, or that's to be determined?
This is when I love having Moochie as my co-pilot when I'm driving one of these 837 Dreamliners. Take it away, Moochie.
Isn't that the dude that he punched out last season?
Absolutely.
That's him?
Yeah.
What? He looks 10 times harder right now than he ever did in that episode back last season. That's him? That's the same guy?
Yeah. I had to I wasn't sure myself, but that's him.
What?
Yep.
Yep. It's been a while, it seems, since this show was out. It's been how long?
Yes, 2 years.
2 years. I just don't remember that guy looking so like menacing at the time, but girl, if it is,
hey, COVID, Monique, that brother had to suffer through COVID. I mean, hell, a lot of people came out with wrinkles they ain't had before COVID. After COVID, shit, I got one right here myself.
I got some gray hairs, a couple strands.
Hey, Moochie, that was the weed. That's the weed that's giving him the red eye. That's the weed.
He don't got no mask on, and there's all of them in there.
That ganja.
He don't got no mask on.
I'm gonna come like they're
foreshadowing.
I feel like
they're foreshadowing, and now that he made that song, when I make it up,
that's what I'm trying to tell y'all.
Anybody talk about leaving? Beware.
Remember, y'all, who y'all heard it from first. Y'all heard it on this channel. We said it. It's some foreshadow. Foreshadow. I hope I'm wrong, but
Jay, what you got on it? Lil Murda gonna make it, or is he gonna die?
They gonna have him make it. I mean, the show only in the second season, and he gonna make it. He's like Unc's, sidekick, and he gonna probably end up coming out eventually and other stuff, and they got a lot of storyline left on the table for him, so I don't think he gonna be long. Yeah, he'll be at least to the fourth season or something if they gonna have go that far, fourth or fifth season. I could see it going for a few seasons at least. This show 4 seasons, 5. I don't know about 6, but I think he'll stick around to the end, close enough to it. So
I feel like
he might get hurt, but he won't die.
I'm gonna co-sign Monique this. If they introduce another love interest for Uncle Clifford, or somebody that's going to create a divide between Uncle Clifford and Lil Murda, that is going to be the sign, seal, deliver sign that Lil Murda is done. Murda is done.
That ain't gonna look good for him. Yeah. I agree. But as of now, with just this one episode, it don't look too bad for him yet.
Not yet.
We got some stuff going on, some drama brewing.
Yeah.
When he said you heard it from Uncle Clifford, man, what I need to hear from him for? He like, damn, man. Ooh, he was mad about that. You know who told you it's a lie?
He's sprung, Jay. He's sprung, man.
Boy, Uncle Clifford had him open. Literally.
I mean, look, he even got the text messages reading in pink, like the club pink.
Don't do that.
He got them reading in pink, like the club pink.
That was production. Don't do that to that man.
That's his cell phone. You can change the color to the text on your cell phone.
No, you can't.
I can't.
I can, and I got the Galaxy 22, and you can change text color. 22 for 22. That's right. 22s. Now I'm gonna come your way, Moochie. We get our first look at that Mississippi. Crooked letter. We all want to go around them crooked rivers. And we learn that she's owed a lot of money from Lil Murda. And we learn that she's been in here in this house, putting in that work, winning the bread. It's something about these women on this show. They the breadwinners for men on this show, because her butt hurt, racist ass, abusive ass boyfriend and baby daddy now to Regal. Damn, you named the baby after the President Reagan. Just name the baby Regal. Anyway, he is having an ego trip because she is in that room making all kinds of money. And he's like Tommy from Martin. He ain't got no job. He ain't got no job. He ain't got no job. And his ego is hurt because she went in the bread. But as I said before, Moochie, as a man, when you go through situations like that, just because you're not winning the bread don't mean you don't got no value in the union. There's stuff he could be doing, but he wants her to not leave the room because it's about to be open. They can go dance at the Pink, wherever she want to go. He wants her to stay in that room and make that money. On one hand, it could be viewed as smart, but because of where he's coming from, we know it ain't coming from a place of being smart. It's coming from a place of jealousy. Having said that, Moochie, I give you the floor.
Yeah, he really is.
I feel like he watching her. He watching the baby. He watching her, and he watching her cycle. He's obsessed to where
that was crazy.
Point where it's scary.
Yeah, really.
And I'm worried about her safety with this dude.
Right.
Because he's gonna be one of them type of people. If I can't have you, nobody else would.
Yep. Let me ask y'all this, man. What in the world is Billy Joe Bob looking dude? Is he a good looking dude? Moochie and Monique? I don't know.
I mean, I would have to see his Instagram because, you know, how I explain this. Of course, it's a character, so they have him dress a certain way, look a certain way. And
right.
Menacing, evil character.
As this character.
I have to see him in real life. He might be a cutie, but on
he
the
was
show,
clean cut last season, so he did look a little better. But
he
still looked crazy.
He looked better last season. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just saying, as this character, you know, is he the type of guy ladies will find attractive to be? Like, I don't know why this beautiful woman is even with this dude in this mess. It ain't like he rich or doing it. Like,
I have
explained why she's with him for a reason.
Yeah,
when she was in that baby crib, she was talking.
What did she say?
Can I say it now, or are we gonna?
Yeah, go ahead.
So they touched on it, like not even touched. They kind of gave little breadcrumbs last season, right? That she has issues with colorism and complexion.
Right.
She has she kind of low-key wants to be lighter skinned. They kind of touched on that very really briefly last season. And based on the story that she told her daughter about, wanting long, pretty hair, so her sister put a weave in, it's showing us that she has those issues. And what I took from it as well, I started to think like, okay, she probably got with Derek intentionally because he was a white man, and because she probably wanted mixed babies and her babies to have nice hair, that ignorant shit. But to me, that's what that was. She
has very low self-esteem, and she's with a man. She's with a man who likes to step on people's self-esteem to uplift himself. And she hasn't realized that, and she has feelings for Diamond, but he's so secure in who he is. I think that intimidates her, but we'll get there in a minute. We're gonna get to him in a minute. Let me see here. Oh Lord. God.
Wait.
Oh Lord.
Oh, but can I say something real quick
about
that scene? So again, this is something that I felt like, I don't know if viewers caught it, but this is something that I did think about 2 years ago during the heart of COVID. Like me working in mental and behavioral health, the thought did cross my mind a couple times, just concerns for women and children that were in abusive households. I remember speaking to colleagues and saying, oh my gosh, like women and children in this situation, they're not going to have an escape. They're not going to have anywhere to go. For people in that situation, going to school or work is their escape. And during those times, it broke my heart just thinking about those people that were in that situation. And like we see, she's stuck. She has no escape. She got to beg to go to the damn store. So whether it was intentional or not, they did touch on this. And this is a lot of people's story. a lot of people had to live through this during those times of, the heart of COVID and lockdown. So I thought that was
100%.
that was nice how they did that.
Yeah, the writing this season and to weave in actual events that happened over the last 2 years is immaculate. They nailed this thing, because if you were stressed before COVID, imagine how you felt now that you're confined with someone that you might be having unresolved issues with. Basically what Monique just said. And this relationship right here, it ain't just unresolved issues, it's just issues, period. It's just issues, and they're going to play out soon. I'm going to come your way on this one, J-Mo. The heart of what's going on with Uncle Clifford, Haley, and Big L. The death of that pimp boyfriend. And the blood stain is still on the walls, from the window to the walls. Floor is yours, J-Mo. Is this going to be a problem for them?
No, I think they're going to go ahead and get that covered up, but who knows if somebody may come looking for him, but Uncle Clifford, I don't know what that is in his head, all that weave. Come on, man.
That's that Rick James.
Boy, is that Rick James.
Rick James.
That's 100% Ricky. But they gonna get the cover up inside down pack. But like they say, all the things done in the dark eventually come to light. So we'll see what happened. I'm sure that person had some people that's gonna come looking for him, wondering what's going on, and them three gonna have some splaining to do. So we'll see. I know they ain't gonna just have a smooth season. So
hell no.
Yeah.
No. What you got, Moochie? What you got?
This whole thing with them finding that blood on the wall. And then she said the comment about painted red because blood bleeds through every time. How you know that? Who you done off before?
She got skeletons in the closet.
Did you see how Big L and Uncle Clifford looked at each other? Who you done killed before?
Right.
It's like Moochie. It's like Big L, and Uncle Clifford. Who we done got in the bed with?
Right.
It's just too late now.
That's so true. I mean, Monique. I thought that, but then I'm also thinking it could be just because she was in a very abusive, volatile relationship. So it could have been a situation where he banged her against the wall, or their blood got, she could have known from that type of experience.
Okay.
So I think I think it's one of the two, but I'm leaning more towards the abuse, and she's been bloodied up before because of her crazy ex. So that's what I'm thinking. What was I going to say? I don't think the blood on the wall is going to come back up, but I do think the whole Montavious thing is going to resurface. I think somebody going to come back, look, like you said, looking for him. Somebody from his crew, or what is it, a fraternity he had, or a gang, whatever he was a part of. Someone is definitely going to come looking for that brother. Something's going to pop off from it.
Now, to your point, Monique, this is something that they embedded in the story a long time ago that we're getting to see come out now. A lot of these women that was working in the pink have these embedded security problems, past problems with the opposite sex that have caused them to feel the way they currently feel. Haley was in an abusive relationship. She's a little quirky about things. Mercedes was in an abusive emotional relationship with her own mother, not per se a man. And then you got Crooked Letter Mississippi, and we already know what's going on with her. And then if you want to complete the Trinity, Gidget had issues with her mom. Damn. Just damn. They just went in on backstories with all these women. And we're gonna see this stuff play out this season. And I'm here every week with this crew, and we're gonna talk about it. And we're gonna make it fun. I can't wait. All right, I'm on you, J-Mo. Now we done seen Mayor Ruffin. He's officially dead. The way people be talking about power, we see his body in the damn casket, okay? He's dead. He ain't coming back. He's in the casket, okay? Andre done stole his necklace, and
I didn't know. I thought he fixed it.
I thought he
took
was
it off.
putting it on him.
Yeah.
I'm just joking, man. I'm just joking.
Hey, I'm about
You
to
got
say, I
everybody
didn't even notice that one. I thought you was dropping that little bombshell.
No. That's his mentor. He wouldn't take it. But he arrives, and then we get a scene that's been polarizing for people. I like the dialogue in this scene. And of course, I'm talking about when they had Haley just pop out from behind bushes, dressed like she was a agent of the devil himself. Looking sultry, looking sexy, looking twisted, looking evil. Eddie Murphy said it. Get yourself a piece of evil ass. And then she gets in his face.
It's good.
She looking like damn vampire in Brooklyn. What the hell she looking like?
Yes. And she gets in his face, and you can feel the tension with him. Like he literally wanted to do what Darnell did to the dashboard of his car when she was in his face like this, and then she pulled away with her teasing butt. But she dropped some great lines in this thing. And Jay, I'm gonna give the floor to you. She said, "Funerals is not for the dead; they for the living."
That's right.
Talk about it, J-Mo. Talk about this young lady dropping in out of nowhere like a ninja.
Yeah, I mean, she was banging, and she knew right there that she had him in the palm of her hand. All the stuff he's saying and doing didn't mean nothing. She could have had him do whatever she wanted, and just like that. He wanted to kiss her so bad, she even teased him, got all up close and personal, and then walked off.
Oh.
He was like...
I bet he could taste
to greet his wife when she came home.
The ladies think of is the
fellas. You know they weren't gonna let it go. Are we
supposed to root for the side chick? I'm not.
No, I'm not rooting for nobody. I'm just saying what the situation was.
We just said we know y'all ain't gonna let it go. We staring
I keep my foot. I'm like Anita. I keep my foot on Ninja's necks. Yep.
I'm just reading the room. So
that's it. That's all we're doing.
If she got up close and personal, he didn't touch her or kiss her. So he did keep his composure, and she did tease the hell out of him though. So yeah, she could have him, but he didn't make a move, and she didn't really give it to him. Like if she would have kissed him, he wouldn't have pushed her off. So she knows she could take him if she wanted. But again, I don't believe anybody can be taken. You can't. If somebody gonna leave, ain't nothing you could do about it. Ain't nobody that own nobody. So if a woman want to leave, ain't nothing you can do. And if the man is gonna leave, what you gonna do?
She was begging him not to go. His wife.
She did.
He was.
Jump on in that, Moochie.
He had the perfect cover.
It's a funeral.
Right. She should have went with him. Is what she should have did.
She probably couldn't because of work and the heart of COVID. There's no way.
Yeah, in the heart of COVID, they was doing like 18-hour shifts.
Crazy.
Crazy. Funeral. She could have said it's a funeral.
Could have.
Now he's supposed to be coming back quick, fast, in a hurry. Monique, I'll kick it to you. Do you think this was a setup by the writers? Because what we didn't know during this scene is that at the end, Andre is being paid to basically infiltrate this woman. Right. That's what he's getting. He's about to be paid to infiltrate her because somebody wants a piece of property that her and Cliff own. And at the end of the day,
that casino.
She did all this in his face, show him a little bit of she got so close and he probably could drink her perfume and tell you the consistency of the chemicals, okay?
But I'm wondering why does she do that? Does she still
right? That's why I'm about to ask Monique. Yeah. Is it that she wants him? She placating him? Is she saying, "Look what you could have had, and you ain't gonna get it no more"? How is it going to play out with Andre, the man who couldn't put on no clean boxes for his wife, but is out here in these streets with the devil woman herself, licking,
the devil woman,
licking her perfume? and sharing cigarettes too. They done got them a habit. Now they smoking.
Right. Show me a square.
And I'll show you a round peg.
Well, as far as her motive, I mean, I don't think she had a motive. Last season, she had a motive because she wanted to get information because Uncle Clifford told her she had to. This time around, I don't know. And Haley is an interesting character. I don't think. Okay, how do I explain this? I don't think she's trying to have him cheat on his wife. I feel like they do have a connection, they do have chemistry, etc., and she knows that, but she also knows that he's married. And I don't think she's gonna like sleep with him or anything, unless I don't know. She could. I don't know. She's weird to me. It's hard to read her. I mean, they damn near was dry humping in the damn room last season, so I don't know what to make of her. I don't know what to make of her. I'm over them too. You want me to pause? What's up?
Yeah, pause. I'm saved by the bell. I got my handle. I got a point.
Yeah, you got something to show?
Yes, I got a point. So about to show. So, you know, I've worked around mental health and all those things you talked about and own the business around all that. And this is what I know about people, not just women, but it seems to be more women than men. When you have the kind of emotional baggage that Haley, Mercedes, Mississippi, and all of them, you will lower your standards and do things that the average person would say you shouldn't do. Meaning, she knows he's married, but because of where she is emotionally and psychologically, she will do something and disregard what's going on with that woman to fill a void in herself.
Yes and no. I'm not saying no completely. I'm like, yes and no. My thing is, I'm thinking back to last season, right? The only reason why she continued to entertain him in any capacity was because of Clifford. So that's the only reason why I'm giving her a little bit of benefit of the doubt, just a smidget, is because of that. It's not like she was trying to be a skeezer and go after the married man. Uncle Clifford was using her to get information from him about promised land and all that stuff. So that's why I'm giving her, you know, a little bit of benefit of the doubt.
Do you feel like she had any feelings for him, even though her mission was to get the information? Do you think that somehow or another feelings crossed over in that mission?
Yes. I think as time kept going, yes. She grew a soft spot for him, started liking him. But I do want to say this real quick before we move on. I don't know. I was a little bummed about Mayor Tydell getting killed off. Like, I know. I was
not expecting it either.
I wasn't expecting it. I know Isaiah Washington is now, you know, a little controversial in real life.
Yeah,
it was something controversial too.
But that's what they said.
Yeah,
he's very much like, I think he's like pro-Trump. Like,
he said something about Kamala Harris.
Yeah. So I don't know if that has anything to do with it. My point is, they hired him for the job, and at that point, he was already kind of, you know, whatever you want to say. So I don't know if that
he was blackballed. He was blackballed before they got him in the first place.
Right. He was blackballed for damn 15, 16 years.
Right.
I guess my point is, I don't know if his personal life had anything to do with the storyline. Now, I will say his death does bring in a good storyline. You know what I mean? We see what's going with it. So maybe it was intentional, just strictly based on story. But I liked his character. I don't know what it was about his ass. Even when he was cussing out Eloise last season, and I didn't like him cussing her out, but there's something about his country just ass that I don't know what it was. I liked his character for some weird reason.
He's a good actor.
In the chat, it said yes, he did die from COVID complications. They did say that on the little. Some people were asking in the chat. Yeah, he did die from COVID complications.
Yep. Hey, Moochie, you got anything?
They had everybody in that green ass fabric, didn't they?
I mean, damn. I'm sitting here like, did the mayor have a thing for Lamborghinis? What the hell?
I know, right?
Like what?
They got every big grain piece of fabric and Chuckalisa up in this piece.
I haven't seen that much lime green since Beyonce performed at the Oscars. That's the only time I've ever seen so much lime green.
And prior to that, the most lime green I seen was a Sprite commercial when dude tried to dunk and failed. That was the most lime green. That's
damn.
Moochie, what you got on Haley and Andre? Are you done with his dirty ball sack wearing self?
Well, I don't think he's going to be smart enough to finagle her.
Oh.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
Explain, Moochie. Why do you say that?
He's not
Oh,
gonna be smart enough to finagle her.
So his nose wide open, Moochie? Is that what you saying?
If he does, he's gonna probably kick something where they gonna get into business together or something like that. But I can't see him being smart enough to finagle her.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you where Moochie coming from. Moochie is quick to remind men that in that refractory period we go through, we lose all sense, we lose all sensibility, we have no rational thought, we are just mindless zombies for about 2 minutes.
3 seconds.
Listen to me. Listen to Moochie's point. Last season, when they were damn dry humping in that damn room, had his wife not been blowing up his shit and she was in the hotel waiting for his ass, he would have pulled it out. That's all I'm gonna say. He would have crossed that line because it was real hot and steamy.
Did he on himself? did he release on himself?
He nutted. He nutted all on himself.
Come on,
he had shot himself, suicide.
Yeah, he did. But you know what?
About to explode.
He did it, Moochie. But you know what? Because he's young and spry, he came back just like that.
Yeah, blast off.
Damn, Barack
Young and spry.
Barack Obama looking ass.
Barack Obama.
He played Barack Obama in a movie. I don't know if y'all know.
He did. Yeah, he did. He did.
Was it the
with Tika Sumpter?
Tika Sumpter. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it called Southside or something like that?
Yeah, something like Southside
with
me or something like that. Yeah.
Southside with me. Yep.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna come your way on this one, Miss Monique, because you already kind of broke this down. So we talked about how Mississippi is having to use lures to get out the house. So she in here hiding Pampers in the thing where you throw the dirty Pampers at, just so she can get out and go to the dollar store. Now, I ain't never seen no Pampers in the dollar store. Somebody let me know. Plus, the dollar store ain't $1 no more anyway. So they might have Pampers now. I don't know.
Pampers is real thin if they is up in there.
Man, that's toilet paper. Them ain't no real Pampers. Them toilet papers with Velcro on them shit. Ain't no toilet paper. But she gets to the dollar store. And I said, Kato be more careful. That's my boy Diamond. If we had a Diamond working at every store, in every entrance, wouldn't nobody get COVID? Because when that little white dude, hey, put your mask on, man. Put your mask on, man. And she goes up there and see his sweaty body, and she's ready to apologize. She's sad, and she begins to let him know, you know, she approached it wrong, Monique. She said to him, you wouldn't have this job had you went through what you did, which that's not how you apologize to somebody. So having said that, Monique, I'm going to give you the floor. And I'll give you this picture and see if it can mess up your thought process.
Child, listen. First of all, this is a little fun fact.
Don't tell me you let him hit it.
Oh, girl, and she's pregnant. He about to be somebody's daddy. Fun.
I'm just saying. You got that old famous disposal unit helmet on over there. No wonder he's sweating.
Fun fact: I live in Atlanta, and actually, last summer I met him at a restaurant in Atlanta. Super nice. Talked to him for a few minutes. Told him I was a big fan. Back from Tyler Perry, The Have and the Have-Nots, which a lot of people, I don't know if y'all watched that show, but that's where I know him from originally, before P-Valley. Really, really nice. Took a picture. He was really, really cool. Very nice. And then also last summer, I met Mississippi.
What? Shannon Thornton.
What I tell you, I'm going to tell y'all right now, both of them in person, gorgeous. Like, he's fine and she's fine, like, beautiful. And she also was so nice, like just very kind. You know what I mean? We talked about the show. She was like, y'all in for a treat. And this was a year ago, you guys. So that just goes to show you how long it took for them to, do the season. But They were both.
Monique, look at that face. Look at that face. Damn it.
Let me see if I can find the picture. And
look at that face.
She's,
oh my God.
I was beautiful in person.
I was taking the apology. I was taking the apology for Diamond. I don't give a damn she's with a racist who said you was a gutter nigga. I don't care.
Listen.
I was taking the apology. Go ahead, Monique.
So yeah, fun fact. It's cool when you meet people, and they're actually like nice and personable. You know what I mean? Because some celebrities can be all, but they were both really kind, and I really like that and respect that. Now to this, I mean, I feel for Diamond. And I feel for Mississippi, because we have to, she's not well. Like, she's not well. She's in a terrible situation. And, as mad as I would be, you still have to give a little bit of grace and forgiveness. But then again, she pulled a gun on him. Like, she could have shot him. So it's a tough situation. Either way, it's a really tough situation. And sadly, this is why in real life, some people don't like to get involved in domestic.
Yep,
that's true. Yep.
I have seen, but I've heard stories of like family members trying to intervene and something happened to them, or just spoils the relationship, etc. I mean, I know for me, I'm always going to try to help if I can, but I do believe at a certain point you just have to walk away. And sadly, you don't want it to. You want to help, but if you can't. So it's a really tough situation, but I mean, damn it, Diamond is really, he's security at the damn dollar store. I'm like, God damn, times is really hard because he went from security at the bank, security at the dollar store. But you know what? You got to make money. You got to make a hustle. So,
Hey, Monique, at least, look, Monique, at least he a real cop. I mean, he has a gun. He's not one of these mall cops that just got a flashlight. So I mean, he getting paid, he was taking that mask mandate serious. I wish we had a city back when them damn Trump supporters were acting a damn fool at the stores because they wanted to wear a mask. We need a Diamond every day. Let me tell you where we really needed a Diamond. We really needed a Diamond at the insurrection on the Capitol. If we would have had about 25 diamonds, get your ass out of here, man. Get your ass out of here, man. Take it away, Moochie.
They wouldn't have made it in the door, huh?
This was a very intense scene because he looked emotional too when he saw her.
Mm-hmm. He did.
He looked emotional too when he saw her. You could see the tension between them.
Yep.
And it looked like he almost wanted to cry.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep. He's trying not to even look at her face.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think that's why the little dude that was trying to come in the store without no mask got it so rough because he took his little frustrations out on him.
100%.
So he was like, "Where your mask?
100%.
There your mask."
Yeah. Hey, I agree though with you on that one too.
Where your mask?
He caught that anger. He caught that anger for what we wanted to give to her, but he gave it.
And the thing about it, he sure didn't believe that Derek said the gutter N-word.
I did not understand why she had so much conviction when she was like, he would never say that. He would never. I'm like, girl, like, what are you talking about?
He says it all the time. He was like, well, I don't know why you got to work with these gutter.
But so here's the thing.
Why are you lying for him? Why are you capping for him?
It could be that she's so gone with Stockholm type issues that those things fly over. Like, think about R. Kelly. Some of those girls that was captured was actually believing that he loved them.
And I think maybe Derek, this is my take, maybe he never called her the N-word, but he's damn called other people the N-word. And that's what she must not understand. He didn't call her an N-word, but he has used it to name and call other people. So I didn't understand all her conviction as if he's just some amazing man who would, like, girl, bye. He would never say that. He would never say that.
Yeah. Boy.
Jump on in, Jay. Bring up the rear.
The thing that y'all covered a lot of great points, but the thing that took the cake with me is this dude was on her head and he was saving her, and you know what I'm saying, she pulled the gun on him.
Yeah.
But that's how it be.
Yeah, you
that's
pointed
how
a
it
gun
be.
at me. And then this is something that I don't like personally either, is that I don't like when somebody can't just man up and apologize or woman up, whatever. Instead, she had the old backhanded apology. Well, you wouldn't have had this job or this, that. Why don't you just say you sorry? And you know what I mean? You shouldn't have done it. And maybe we could move on from there. Why I got to be
all sorry though? I think in the beginning, right? She said, "I'm one to apologize to you." You know, I think I could have sworn she said sorry.
She did. She said sorry, but it was after. She should have just came out first and said it without saying some of the other stuff. Didn't she say some of the other stuff first?
You know what could have happened if you shot him?
I thought later. Maybe I could be wrong. I don't know why I thought she said sorry first and then later said all those.
She said, "I want to apologize. I'm trying to apologize," but never got to "I'm sorry" until at the end or whatever. But he wasn't trying to hear it. But I mean, basically, she did set the groundwork. I'm trying to apologize to you, but he didn't want to hear it. And she should have just said, "You know what? I'm sorry." Kept it moving. But
and one other thing that we don't know is how much time has passed. A year, 2 years. How much time in the show has passed?
5 months.
5 months. Okay, so this is her first time coming to apologize in 5 months.
Yeah.
Shoot, that's like the first time she was able to get out the damn house.
She's been in jail at her house, Jay.
Look, she been in that little room,
which is why she shouldn't have even did what she did, because he was trying to free her, and she ran back to the plantation.
That's the Stockholm.
Right.
That's true. That's what they say.
That's the problem.
It doesn't make sense to us, but some women in that situation.
Plus, she got the baby, so.
And she has the baby.
And yes, and that's going to be an even greater attachment to the whole situation now.
No, one is with the mother.
Oh my God, you're right.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna bring us up on the rear now. So, J Mo, I'm gonna let you start this one out. So we are at Ruffin's third baby mama's house, third wife's house. And Uncle Cliff came to get them chitlins. And he came looking like a Lamborghini with a wig on. That's what he came looking like. Then he got on the Superfly glasses at that.
And his Birkin bag.
Yes, that I was gonna say that bag Monique was talking about. He's got that $high bag blowing all of Autumn Night's money. And the future new mayor pulls up. And we don't like this guy. He had dealings with Dre last season. And then remember the estranged brother comes up. Now this mayor is saying he's gonna uphold everything Mayor Ruffin was doing. But I can just tell y'all right now, don't believe him. Just don't believe him. He's a politician. And before he wasn't a politician, you couldn't trust him and his brother in the first place. So they get to that scene. And then we get to this where Corbin leaves a stack of down payment money and lets Andre know, look, you need to work the inside angle on Autumn Night. And I need to get that Club Pink out my way. So, J-Mo, talk about how you think this situation is going to end up.
Yeah, first go back to Uncle Clifford. I mean, that outfit, it looked like an LGBT X-Man or something. LGBT X-Man.
Oh my
He got the Cyclops visor, the shoulder pads. I mean, what? Wolverina. That's what I mean. What? He was doing one right there, though. I gotta say one thing: Clifford do know how to coordinate. I'm about to give him credit for that. Even if you're going to pick up a pot of chitlins, he came dripping chitlin juice. I mean, come on. He even had the mask to match. I don't know where he got that. And is that the $2,000 bag in his arm?
That's the bag, yes. And look, Jay, he even got some of the streaks in his hair. He got lime green hair on the ends of his tip.
Right. That's a lot of work. He don't play. But that bag ain't no 20, 30,000. Come on, ladies.
Oh, no, not that one.
I don't like that bag, but
that was probably like the $1,000 bag right there. That was like you
that's probably 5,000 to 10,000.
What?
I've seen this bag in
that's a used car.
I would never in my life.
Heck no, that's
Yeah, but look,
150
he's buying
bucks.
these bags and don't got no money to put in it.
Right. That's 150 bucks.
I don't understand people.
Because they want to look. You know, this is America where you fake it till you make it. You have to look like you got money in order to attract and appease people that don't know better, not versed in life, to understand a faker to their maker, what they look like.
Plus,
that's
you
what
know,
that
black
is.
folks, you know, that's part of, you know, the seasoning process that still affects a lot of us, that when we couldn't look nice and we couldn't do stuff. So now we overdo it because of an insecurity that was put back when people, you know, way back during slavery and different stuff. So now you don't feel good until you walk out with all your clothes and shoes and all of this. Whereas the people with money don't feel that way. They come out with some New Balance and that 20,000 in the bank, you know, and won't feel that way. But we need to feel a certain way, which is messed up. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's one of the things that still affects some of us. Not everybody, but some of us.
You're right.
A lot. And I be reading y'all comments talking about Lamont be wearing dolphin gear all the time. That's because I don't care. I don't blow no money on a lot of clothes. I blow money on experience. The Miami Dolphins. The only team in NFL history to go undefeated and win the Super Bowl. And I pay like $3-4 from TJ Maxx for my gear. And I don't care.
I know that's right.
Because Lamont got his money where it belongs, in the stock market and in the bank.
That's true. That's true.
You know what I mean? So, hey, that's smart though. Hey, you know, I need to stop buying so many damn shoes. My damn feet don't even touch the ground. That's stupid.
Oh my God, Lord. I'm not even laughing at that. I'm not even gonna laugh at that. I'm not even gonna let
Hey,
I refuse to laugh at that. I refuse to let
They say new all the time, right? You don't even get the crease in the shoe.
I know, right? They all brand new. Don't even sweat.
No, I'm not. No. Monique, take the floor, Monique. I ain't fooling with this dude tonight.
I don't even know what the hell we talking about. What we talking about? Wait.
We're wrapping up this conversation. Anything you want to talk about, Dre, Cliff, and this mayor, or Dre and Corbin, and how is he going to be able to overcome his zeal, his lust for Autumn?
Okay.
Let me ask you all right quick. Who eat chitlins up here?
Not me. Not me.
How many of y'all ever ate chitlins?
Never. And look, I live in the country. I live in the country.
Good, they stink to me.
That's what I've heard. And my thing is, if something smells nasty, I'm not eating it.
You gotta have the right person to cook it, man.
I'm sorry, I'm not eating nothing that Juju came out of.
My brother, wife, and my mama can cook some chitlins, boy. I'm gonna eat me some chitlins. I don't eat pork no more, so I don't eat it. But when I did, you mix it with some Getty, you get some chitlins on that.
So
boy, hot sauce.
What does it taste like? What is it?
Nasty.
It tastes kind of
Is
it's
it
not
like
really chewy, but it tastes kind of like a beef kind of thing, sort of similar to like if you ever had beef and broccoli, maybe closer to the beef texture, with some hot sauce without the gravy. And you know, they got some spaghetti. They used to make it on New Year's.
New Year's Eve,
yeah, New Year's, boy.
That was pigtail.
Some people that do or used to, but I've never. No.
It's been at least 15, 20 years easy since I had some, but they was fire.
Well, what was I gonna say? So I got a little kiki out of that whole scene because we saw that Mayor Tydell, you know, Papa was a Rolling Stone. He had all his grown ass kids on the front porch.
Yeah, a lot of kids, yo.
That shit was that funny. And I liked how they were really nice and receptive to Clifford. Like I guess they knew him from back in the day. They're like, okay, hey Clifford. I was like, okay, cool. So that was a little key for me. That was funny. And then what else happened in the scene? Oh, this guy, the Kyle brother. Man, that's about to be some stuff. And that's why I said earlier, you know, even though I didn't want to see Isaiah Washington leave the show, his death in the show does bring some good storylines. Good stuff. with Corbin. I knew Corbin was coming. I don't know. I like Corbin for some reason. I don't know. Maybe because he was the underdog. You know what I mean? It was
He looked a little different this time too.
You think he looked different?
He beat up this time.
Yeah, he was.
Right.
He looked the same to me. But I think that's going to be really interesting with the whole. Because he said what? He said Uncle Clifford is never going to sell the pink, and Corbin said, "Oh, but the new owner might." I don't know, because a part of me is like, Haley won't do it, Autumn won't do it, but then I'm like, but Autumn is also for self, so I don't know. It's like she has her selfish ways, even though she did redeem herself at the end last season by giving that money to save the pink. She still is somewhat of a selfish person, so it's like I could see it going. I just.
And Nicole, look how she got rewarded. Like you said, she's selfish, and then she came out the shell to buy the pink, and look how she gets rewarded by giving them that money. They blow it.
Yeah, they ungrateful. I agree with her. They ungrateful.
And now she's kind of probably hurting for money. She's trying to get the girls to audition so she can bring in more revenue to the club. And if you saw those stacks Corbin gave to Andre, if he's got enough stacks, Autumn might be like, you know what? Off this club, I'm going. I'm gonna ride off in the sunset with Dre. But what? I'm gonna let Moochie get the last word, and we out of here because I knew that was gonna get her. I know how to antagonize her, Jay. Moochie, bring us home, baby. Bring us home.
Sure. Don't be surprised if he just be like making it rain in the club with the stacks.
Oh, look how Moochie
he's so open.
Moochie, you do that too easy. Wait a minute. Now you do that like
professional.
Don't be surprised at that. I still don't think he's gonna be able to convince her to sell this club unless they do something crazy, because now they're already going back and forth. Mercedes, Uncle Clifford, and she keeps having to throw up, I'm the owner. But to me, for her throwing it up in their faces is just getting them more agitated. So maybe she might throw up her hands and leave it all behind, because this was just supposed to be a temporary stop for her to make some ends and keep it moving.
She shouldn't be living with Mercedes anyway.
But where she gonna live? Last place she lived had newspaper on the window.
Yeah,
I'm saying because that's gonna be too much conflict, your employee boss relationship, and she gonna be like, "Well, you think you the owner, but you in my house."
Well, they already had that little conversation.
See what I mean?
Like, I'm looking for a place to live.
See,
but keep in mind, you're in the middle of a pandemic.
You better sleep in the pink.
Pandemic.
I was cracking up when Mercedes started singing "Wade in the Water." Started singing Negro spiritual.
Well, I mean, she needed to do something. She just broke her iPhone, and we're in the middle of a pandemic, throwing it at Haley Hair.
Oh my gosh! She said, "Yes, master." Okay, master.
Boy, she funny. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a fun couple of weeks. We're going to be here every Monday to entertain y'all, razzle dazzle y'all. But I am taking 2 weeks off in July, so I won't be here for 2 weeks. But after that, it's going to be on. And we might even decide to mix up some shy, maybe, in this crew too, to make things very, very interesting and to help build up everybody's social media platform, because these content providers right here are fire. They're great. And please be sure to subscribe to their channels. Link is in the description. Don't forget to like the video, comment, subscribe. We'll all be back next week. Jay, what you got going on your channel this week before we get out of here?
I mean, I got some more, talking about some relationships and stuff tomorrow. We also, on Fridays talk about the news, and then this weekend, I'm gonna be talking about, Time Traveler's Wife and Barry and all of that. And then I'm trying to, drop some videos for The Boys and P Valley, Obi-Wan. There's so much stuff coming out, man. It got everybody busy. The Boys, oh my goodness.
Oh my
episode, y'all.
Whoa.
Fire. What about the termite though?
Yeah, bruh. I don't ever want to be a man who could shrink down to Ant-Man size and go into the urethra of men's penises and make them have an orgasm. I don't want to
That
be
was
that dude.
insane. These writers are
Oh
on
my
another
God,
level.
Well,
Bruh,
they
like,
showed it the first season when they seen them when they went to that dark room, all of the stuff they was doing when they was
hanging
doing
out at
stuff
their
they
little
wasn't
club.
supposed to be doing.
Yeah. And
They was doing some strange
bruh,
things.
But
if
I could have never imagined a guy shrinking down and going in your pee-pee hole and rubbing it.
Huh?
Yeah.
But what
yes,
did somebody go inside the woman like that? I think that's the same dude that got small went inside the woman and
Oh
then
yeah,
came out.
yeah. We just didn't expand on it that time.
Right. And he didn't enjoy himself inside the woman. He enjoyed himself inside the urethra of the man.
Okay, real quick, since y'all talking about going inside. Oh.
Be careful about them walls.
That scene when Mercedes was allegedly, I guess, playing with herself.
Oh
man,
was carrying on. I for sure thought Maine's ass about to walk up out.
I know.
Yeah, no, she was in there by herself.
I ain't never seen
now, don't get me wrong, a toy can do some stuff, but it ain't that damn good to be hooping around. She was. I was like, y'all did. They should have done it. That was too dramatic. I was like,
hey. Girl. I know some women that's got the purple rose that ain't been getting.
Kelly feel uncomfortable when she leaves.
I don't know.
Rose toy.
Yeah, I know some women that's got the purple rose that swear up and down they don't need no man. I'm just saying y'all just can't find the right penis is what your problem is.
Right.
That, exactly.
The way you was getting all loud and carrying on.
I know.
It was just too dramatic. It was way too dramatic. Like I said, toys are great, but damn it, they ain't that damn.
I mean, she came out glowing and ready to run her little lap a mile or whatever.
What she say, Mooch? She said she had weed, Hennessy, and a nut.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good little quirky line. I like that line. That was
so Moochie, what you got on your channel this week?
I got my review for P Valley. I got Animal Kingdom, my trailer breakdown. I'm trying to do the boys. I'm thinking about doing it. And I still have 61st Street, the finale.
Okay, cool. And last but definitely not least, Monique Nicole, what's good on your channel?
Well, last night I dropped my P Valley review, so y'all go check it out. And then this week I may do Atlanta Housewives or Love and Marriage DC. We'll see. I'm traveling on Thursday, so it's getting a little hectic this week. But I'm gonna try to do one more video before I leave out of town. So.
There you have it, people. Subscribe.
Thank you.
Get that good content. Wish her well. Go and watch her videos so that while she's traveling, she might decide she want to whip out her phone and make some videos too. Hey. Don't forget to like the video, comment, subscribe. We'll see you guys next week. And me, I will be going during Jurassic Park Friday. So look for that video. If not Friday night, it'll be Saturday. And then P Valley, I'll be back there too. Yeah, come out Thursday.
You're right. I might see that. Oh, you're right. I forgot about that.
Come out Thursday. Don't forget to like the video, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you.
Deuces.